Hi everyone, my name is Debbie. I have been a reseller for over 16 years. Right now I sell mainly on eBay and Poshmark, a little bit on Amazon, and a little bit of ThreadUp. And today I have a what sold video for you. I have been bringing them to you twice a month, but in the last video I asked what you would prefer, twice a month or once a week, and everyone said once a week. So I will start bringing them once a week, my sales from the previous Sunday through Saturday. This what sold video is going to cover Sunday, March 14th through Saturday, March 20th. And I will share 20 items that have sold, 10 from eBay, 10 from Poshmark, and I also have 2 sketchy buyer situations, and so I'm going to talk about those and what to do sometimes when you have a buyer that you know is being dishonest, how to protect yourself in those instances also. To give you a little overview on Poshmark during the previous week, March 14th through 20th, I sold 30 items for a gross amount of $840.70. eBay, I only sold 18 items, so Poshmark definitely won this week. I sold 18 items for a gross amount of $506.66. And this is me working about 15 hours a week right now because I'm putting a lot of time towards YouTube. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you can make if you sell things similar to me and put in probably around 15 hours a week selling on eBay and Poshmark. So my total gross amount was $1,347.36. If you would like a complete breakdown at the end, I can put that at the very end of the video. I won't make you listen to all of those numbers. The first thing that I sold was in a Goodwill haul video that I had not too long ago, where I found a lot of vintage Western suits and blazers and coats, and this was the first one to sell. It was the Circle S Dallas blazer, size 50L, so a good size, and it sold for a gross amount of $51.09. My earnings back were $37.33. I paid $6.36 at the regular Goodwill store, and so my profit was $30.97, and it only took 13 days to sell. Then the next one was on another haul video that I had. It might have been that same, yes, it was that same exact one. It was the Adidas trail running shoes, and they had TR3 on them. They sold for a gross amount of $48.69. I paid $5.35 at the regular Goodwill, and my profit was $29.47. So I think that is really good on a pair of tennis shoes, and they only took 19 days to sell. The next item was on a video where I was showing, if you were a beginner on eBay, how to list start to finish, where I went and sourced the item, photographed the item, and listed the item. And these were the American Eagle Super Stretch X midi cuff shorts, size 8. And they sold for a gross amount of $16.65. My earnings were $10.14. I paid $4.34 at the regular Goodwill, and they only took 4 days to sell, and my profit was $5.80. And I know I took a lower amount than American Eagle shorts could sell for, but I was so excited that they got an offer, and I thought, oh, I would really like to show that pair of shorts from the very start to the very finish. So now they have finished and they have sold, and I still more than doubled my money. The next item was a liquidation item. I sold 2 of the Intimately Free People in the Sun Brahmi crop top, and they bought 1 size small and 1 size large, so they paid a gross amount for 2 of them, $33.76, so that would be $16.88 each. My earnings were $25.49. I paid $3.59 for each of them, so a total of $7.18, and my profit was $18.31, which is $9.16 each. And that took 9 months and 5 days to sell. However, those have been trickling out since I purchased them 9 months ago. I will sell them here and there. I purchased quite a few of them that I paid a total of $161.55, and I should end up profiting $274.80. And the great thing about that was one listing for all of them, and then I'll show a photo where I just take a picture of all of the tags to show that I have all the different sizes, because if you do have a multi-quantity listing and it shows a tag and it says, say, a medium, people will message you. The tag says a medium, this listing says a large. Is it a medium or a large? And I usually put in the listing, I have many sizes in this item. Please disregard the size on the tag. Still get questions. And so I don't think people really read all of the description, but what I have found works better is just take a picture of all of the tags, and then they can see that you have all these different sizes. So I've kind of adopted that policy after answering so many questions so many times about what size the item is. Next item was a pair of Anderson Bean boots, and these I picked up, and I think I was blinded by the brand. I was so excited because the last pair of Anderson Bean boots I sold for $85. So I saw them and grabbed them, and then I got them home, and there was a discolored area on them, and the back of them was cut. But I still had high hopes because they were still great boots. So I listed them for, I think, $99, and then I have an automatic discount, so they went down to $75. I got an offer for $30. I paid $10.31. And so I really did not want to take $30 because my profit would be just a couple dollars. So I counter-offered, I think, $50. They came back with like $35. I came back with, I think, $45. They came back with $40. So I went ahead and took it because I thought, well, I will get my money back. I'll probably double my money, and I will have them sold, and they do have a few issues. So I sold them for $40 with free shipping. My earnings were $23.73. I paid $10.31, so my profit was $13.42. So I am happy with that. And in the listing, I was sure to take pictures of the discoloration and the cut in the back, and I put on there, I'll post exactly what I put, but I put on there any issues that they had, but they still were gorgeous boots and had a lot of life left in them. The next one was from the Goodwill bins. It was called Leathers by Jeffrey, and it was a really beautiful leather jacket, and it was missing one button, but I just couldn't leave it at the bins because it was so nice, and it sold for $35.50. My earnings were $16.76. I paid $2.50 at the Goodwill bins. It took 1 month and 9 days to sell, and I made a profit of $14.26. The next one was also in a Goodwill haul, and it was the Machiavelli branded 2-pot camo fleece full zip jacket, and I had that one in a haul, and someone messaged, her name is Debbie also, and told me that the Machiavelli was a 2-pot brand. So thank you very much if you're watching this, and if ever I have anything and I am missing some important information and you see it in the haul and want to add any information, I am very, very grateful for that. I appreciate that. It sold for $18.59 with free shipping. My earnings were $11.65. I paid $4.34 at the regular Goodwill, and I made a profit of $7.31, and it took 49 days to sell. The next item was another liquidation item. It was the Free People Rita tiered midi dress, and it sold for $38.78. My earnings were $28.59. I paid $16.59, and my profit was only $12, so not great, but it was the last one, and I wanted to sell it because I had just sold one either that same day or the day before on Poshmark, and so I wanted to sell it and show a comparison to you guys of what it sold for on Poshmark and what it sold for on eBay. The one that sold on Poshmark sold for $32, and I ended up making a profit of $15.41. So slightly more on Poshmark, but it was the third one. I had purchased a total of 3. So the first one sold for $49, and so I ended up making $99.79 on all 3 of them for a profit of $50.02. It probably was at the max 30 minutes of work for all 3 dresses to list them and to ship them. So I like that. The next one was a bins find. It was a kind of a bathrobe nightgown. I found this one at the bins. I found one that was really similar the other day at Goodwill, at the regular Goodwill that I had in a video, but this was not that one. This one was one that I found at the bins, and I looked at comps and I noticed that some of them called them a bed jacket. So I put that as a keyword: bed jacket, robe, sleepwear. It had pockets, so if ever there's pockets, always put that in your description. It was front snap, and some of the snaps had some of the paint chipped off, so I just took photos of those and said that in the listing, and it sold for $20. My earnings were $10.22. I only paid $1.05 at the bins. It was just slightly over a pound, and my bins are 99 cents a pound. My profit was $9.17, and it fit in a flat rate envelope, a priority flat rate envelope. I had it calculated shipping for like 1 pound, 1 ounce, and by weight it showed $10.31 for postage. But I thought, that looks like that will fit in a flat rate envelope. So I tried it, it fit great, and so that saved me $3.13 by being able to put it in a flat rate envelope. So be sure you always check if the postage is a little higher, and if it fits in a flat rate envelope, that is a great savings. And the last one on eBay is the Free People Sitting Pretty Brahmi. And this one sold for $30.48. My earnings were $21.34. I paid $5.76 liquidation, and my profit was $15.58. I have 18 of these, and they are selling where I am making a profit between eBay and Poshmark anywhere between $13.88 and $15.58. So I should end up profiting $266.04. And that means if it takes me probably an hour and a half of work, because I only take 1 photo, it's 1 listing, so the majority of the time is going to be shipping. That means I end up, if I profit $266.04, that's $177 an hour. So what I have found is liquidation or retail arbitrage, where you have multiple quantities, you end up making a lot more money per hour. There is a lot more risk and a lot more investment, but you end up making a lot more money. And if you go to Goodwill, the bins, you have a lot less investment, so there's a lot less risk. So it just kind of depends on where you want to be. And the last thing I want to mention about eBay is one of my issues that I had from this past week. I sold a pair of pants, and the girl that bought them messaged me so many times. She was very nice and sweet, but it was just a little bit different. Well, she gets the pants and she says, "I love them so much. They're so wonderful. I love them. I love them. I love them." And then she messages me a few more times. And then finally she says, "Oh my gosh, there was a hole in them, but don't worry about it. I'm going to take them to my friend. She's amazing at sewing. She can fix them." And I just felt like there was an issue coming. So what I did was I went ahead and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I looked them over very carefully. I did not see anything, but I'm going to go ahead and send you a refund of $5 just to tell you I am sorry if I missed that, and you can give that to your friend to fix them if you would like." And so then she emailed me back and she said, "Oh my gosh, I don't even remember sending you that message. That's so weird. How did you know that?" I'm like, "Okay, that's weird." And then she sends me another message like a day later and says, "You know, I don't really like them because I found a stain inside them. You can't see it, but there's a stain on the inside. And she said, so I hate to ask you this, but could you go ahead and refund me the whole amount now? And I said, yes, I would be happy to. You can return them. And then she said back, nope, I don't want to return them. Can I just keep them and you refund them? And so I told her no, and that I would be more than happy. I would pay shipping both ways, and I would refund her after I received them. She ended up apologizing to me and saying she shouldn't have, but that she would go ahead and mail them back. So we will see if they come back. But on those things, if it ends up being a case or dispute, it's always good, no matter what, to be friendly, professional, kind, always offer a solution to that person, and don't let it get too personal. If anything happens down the road where there is some type of dispute, eBay will go in and they will read all of the messages, and they will see how you conducted yourself and how the other person conducted themselves, and make decisions. Also, every once in a while, I get someone that will have messages like that, and they will start saying something like, well, I will give you bad feedback if you do not give me a refund. That is called feedback extortion, and eBay will not tolerate that. And so if you have that in writing, you are good. I always actually like it if they threaten to give me negative feedback if I don't give them money, because then I know I've got the case. All I need to do is call eBay and they will handle it. So that was one issue this week, and then I have another one on Poshmark. So to start on Poshmark, well, I'll just tell you about the issue first. On Poshmark, what I had was I sold a pair of 2 Free People panties, and the person and I went back and forth a little bit on the discussion. I ended up giving her a really good deal, and in my listing I clearly state that the listing is for 2 pairs of panties, and if you pick quantity 1 you get 2 pairs, if you pick quantity 2 you get 4 pairs, if you pick quantity 3 6 pairs, and so on. And it was very clear. Well, when she got the item, she said there was only 1 pair of panties inside. I thought that there were supposed to be 2, and I just emailed back that I was certain that I put 2 pair in them. I said that they were both in the manufacturer package. I put a sticker to hold the 2 together, and I absolutely know there were 2 pair inside. And she ended up backing up and she said, oh, I thought you meant 4 and there were only 2 in there. And so often, if you respond back right away, and if I think there's any chance I could be wrong, I will give the customer the benefit of the doubt, but I was certain that I sent 2 pair because I remember sticking them together. So if you respond quickly and confidently and tell them that you know that you did it correctly, often they will back down. I've had a few things like that happen. And this week there were 2 odd cases, but that is so rare. Now I might go 6 months without having an issue. But the key is also communicate very quickly with buyers when things like that happen, because if eBay or Poshmark get involved, the more professional you handle it, the better it looks for you. So now on to Poshmark, 10 items. The first item was a pair of Free People Smith platform boots, and these sold for $100. My earnings were $80. I paid $40 for them, so my profit was $40. And I got these on liquidation also, and I got quite a few, and they are beautiful, but they are very unique also. So I thought these are either going to be good or bad. And so far, they've been really good, and I've sold out of most of them, but I get a lot of low ball offers. People offering me $20, $30 all the time, and I don't ever get offended. I just counter back at the price that I want to sell it for. And sometimes if they keep countering me back and forth, I will just send them a message and say, I would love to sell it to you for that amount, but I would actually lose money. This is the lowest that I can sell for. If that works for you, I would love to have your business. If that is not the price that works for you, I totally understand. And then I'll end up getting conversations back and forth with people. So I've learned, don't be offended at all. Sometimes they can turn into sales, or sometimes people are just offering what they think they can possibly get it for, and there's no harm in trying. So don't get offended. The next one is the Vineyard Vines Blue Slim Tucker shirt. It sold for $15. My earnings were $12. I paid $5.35, and this is the lowest I have ever made on a Vineyard Vines shirt. Usually they sell for $30, $35 for me, but this one just didn't get any attention, and it was a button-down shirt. So I'm going to be a little more cautious about them. Other things I've sold have been like pullovers and sweatshirts, and men's denim jeans did really well. But I learned, this one was a learning lesson, that the button-down shirt did not do as well, and maybe it was also because it was a small size. So that could be it, but it was a really nice, pretty shirt. The next one was a bundle, and it really pays to have a lot of like items in your store that buyers can bundle. Since I had so many swimsuits, it makes it really convenient for people to bundle. And this one was a bundle of 3. The first item was a Zellos swim top in size extra large. And whenever you can find the manufacturer's size chart, if you can include that in the listing, that always helps. So I try to do that when possible, and I was able to find it on that one. And then they also bundled the Go Gossip swim shorts, and I'll include a picture of the tag. I forgot to put the tag in the listing, so I got another one by that brand to show you what it looked like. And then they also bundled the Free People Southport Beach cardigan, and the cardigan cost me $23.98, but both of the swimsuit pieces only cost 66 cents. So it allowed me to do a little more negotiation, and I accepted their offer of, what was it, $70 because I probably could have made more. Well, I know I could have made more if I sold them individually, but if they're willing to bundle them and give me more business, I want to show them appreciation and give them a better deal for buying multiple items from me. And I have found that a lot of times they will come back and be repeat customers. Poshmark has been wonderful about having repeat customers, a lot more so than eBay has. So if it's a bundle like that, I will give a better deal, and I still made a profit of $30.70. Then the next item was an Ankle high neck swimsuit top, and this is selling just one item. It sold for $28. My earnings were $22.40. I paid 66 cents for a profit of $21.74. Then the next one, the girl that purchased these was so nice. She sent me a message. These were the Free People Movement Gone Adrift leggings, and that's the Free People athletic line, and they sold for $50. My earnings were $40, and I paid $16.48 for a profit of $23.52. And I was almost out of these, so I was like, I'm gonna hold out and try to sell at full price since I'm almost out, and they're black, they're great. But she sent me a really nice message, and she said, I have a gift card, and if you would accept this amount, that would be great. If not, I understand, or something just really nice. And so I read that and I was like, of course I'll accept it. And so I did, and she got them, and she sent me the nicest love note. And so I was so glad that I took the $50 offer, and it was still a good profit, $23.52. Then the next one was, I made a mistake. As careful as I am, sometimes there's just human error. And I sold a bundle of 2 little girl Disney, one was a Disney swimsuit, one was a Danskins leotard. And the lady asked me, could you please ship these right away? And I had already finished my shipments for the day, and I was getting ready to go take my son to go bowling, and I saw that and I was like, oh, I can get it out really quickly. And I thought, oh, it's for a little girl, I'm going to wrap it up really pretty. And so I ran upstairs to get them, not thinking, I don't have a lot of little girls things, but instead of the Disney swimsuit, I accidentally grabbed this little troll dress because I didn't double check, and I wrapped it up really pretty and sent it, and the lady sent me a message and said one of the items was wrong. So the way I handle that, if ever I do make a mistake, I apologize up and down. I tell them, please keep the one that I sent in error for free. Do whatever you want with it. Keep it, donate it, resell it, find someone to give it to, and I just tell them how sorry I am, and I will get the correct item out right then. So I did that. She was very gracious and kind and understanding, and I have found that most people are. Every once in a while you will get someone that is not understanding, and if they are not understanding, if I make an error, I own that, and I know that was my mistake and that was not very professional of me. And so if I were to get a negative feedback for something like that or low star rating, I would totally deserve that. But she was so nice. She already gave me a rating. She gave me 4 stars. I was like, I did not deserve that. If I make an error, I definitely want to apologize and make it right and try to go a little overboard on making it right. And then the very last thing that I want to share with you is I got an offer for 4 different items, 4 different swimsuit pieces. And one item I wanted to show you was a 1 teaspoon swimsuit. These sell for a really good amount. She sent an offer for $32. That's a good swimsuit brand to look out for, or any type of clothing. It sells well. And so she sent me a $32 offer on that one. And then on a Hula Honey swimsuit, she sent me an offer for, I think, $13. And then another offer on a bar 3 swim bottoms, and another offer on a I don't know how to say it, Poly Q bottoms. And so I didn't notice at first, but I accepted 2 of them. And then I realized, oh my goodness, she's going to pay so much. She's going to pay like $32 shipping almost if I send all these individually. So it's always a risk, but I would feel guilty if I accepted all of those and she paid so much shipping when she didn't have to. So I sent a message to her and said, hey, thank you so much for the offers. I accepted 2 of them already, but I would be glad to cancel them, put them all in the bundle, and just charge you $4.99 for sending all of them rather than paying individual shipping for each of them. And so she said, yes, thank you so much. I canceled the listing. I created a new bundle and sent her an offer where she will save a lot more money. Now, it's a risk because sometimes they don't end up coming back and purchasing it. So you have to kind of weigh your options, what you feel like, but my thought is I don't want her to have to pay that much. And if for some reason she does not come back, there will be another buyer later. But that is an option. If something like that happens, you can offer to the person to cancel their order and create a bundle to save them money. And a lot of times it ends up working out and you have loyal customers that buy from you later because they know that you have their best interests at heart. That concludes the 20 items from last week. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. And I thought I would break in here really quickly to show you my numbers from the past week, a breakdown of my gross sales, how much I ended up with after fees back in the bank, my cost of goods, my average cost of goods, and my total profit. I also added in at the very bottom how much I took in from Amazon and ThreadUp, which is not a lot, but even a little bit adds up. And those 2 platforms take extremely little time. I haven't put in any work in either of those for a couple weeks. I will have another video this week. I'm going to get all of my tax items together and I will go through just kind of how I store and keep my items through the year and compile them to take them to my tax accountant. Some of the things that I've learned along the way about deductions also that are really helpful. And when I take them into her, I'm going to see if she has a minute to talk and can give any tips and advice. I don't know for sure if she'll have time to, but I'll try. So later this week, I will have that video out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.